fires and then loot anyone who is evacuated. Arson is a problem because of illegal immigration and because of homelessness. And we're going to prove that to you in a second. But there was a man who was arrested late last week with proof that he was trying to start a fire. And now we know that he was, of course, an illegal immigrant. That's been confirmed by ICE, the Immigration and Customs Enforcement. They identified him as a Mexican national who is in the United States illegally. He was tackled by Southern Californian residents, not the police, as he was trying to start a fire with a blowtorch. In the video, you can't hear it here, but they're saying you need to stop this. And he continues to say, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm going to do this. He's literally caught red-handed with a blowtorch, but he's being held right now on a felony probation violation. But since California is a sanctuary state, ICE told Fox News that they can't detain him for long, because City Council passed an ordinance last November that prohibits the use of city resources and personnel to carry out federal immigration enforcement. They cannot deport him. They cannot hold him. He's here illegally. He's allowed to start fires. It's totally cool. Can you imagine living in Los Angeles and knowing that your taxpayers have to support this guy who is trying to set your neighborhood on fire, your entire city on fire? He will appear in court today, but they say they don't have enough evidence and probable cause to charge him with arson, despite the video that you just watched, where he's holding a blowtorch. That's not enough evidence.
I mean, let's be fair. How often? I mean, we all are guilty of just walking down the street with an active blowtorch, just
with a blowtorch. Yeah.
In the middle of a massive fire problem. Yeah.
I carry a flamethrower.
Yeah.
But
you have a massive jetpack like size flamethrower. Mm-hmm. You just bring out occasionally when you want to clear some brush on your way to work.
Caddyshack 2. I do that. Yes. Another video.
Rambo.
So another video is making the rounds now of another homeless person in Southern California who looks like he's about to start a fire. Although he says he's trying to put it out after he says, no, actually, I was just trying to stay warm when he's confronted. Clearly, this is a person who is half a bubble off plum, if you know what I mean. You can watch for yourself.
Come with me as I complete a hop, skip, drive ride. I see I have a ride coming up in 15 minutes. His name is Kai. I've driven him a few times. Super sweet.
Hey, brother, why you do this, bro?
Why you do this, man? We just fight you. Back it up, bro.
Nah, bro, you going to jail, bro.
Oh, man, stop.
Oh, the whole trash can on fire, bro. Who did it then? Who did it?
Whoa.
Who did it?
Put it out, man. You did what? Fire shot. You did this.
He's trying to put it out.
That's what he
looks
says.
like a firefighter. He's trying to put it out, man.
But then he says, actually, I was just trying to keep warm. Like I said, he's not dealing with a full deck of cards, this person, clearly.
Wow. Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone and rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in his gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh Ba'Hashem Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the Spirit. Ain't this some shit? And all of a sudden they trying to blame the migrants for starting fires. Like, this is nuts, man. And, you know, we told you in one form or fashion that they was going to blame Jake for some of the shit that was going down in this society. And when you go back into 2023, when they allegedly let all the migrants over here, which they've been over here for decades, all right? This is not a one-year time ordeal. But basically, long story short, you know, they spent the narrative on letting Mexican nationals and emptying Venezuelan prisons and gangs and so forth, like Trent Diagra and the cartel and all this other psychobabble that they were spewing to people, and all these attacks in America. They want to blame it on Israelites, all right? They want to blame it on the Northern Kingdom. But they fail to realize that how can people that don't have any resources operate in such impunity like that, man? Okay, yeah, you know, a lot of those people that they sent across the borders are sleeper cells and agents and military-age men, you know, and a lot of them were brought over here to start chaos, you know, pay agitators. But that's as far as the extent they go, okay, because ain't no migrant or illegal alien have the type of arsenal to burn down a whole goddamn city. Like, come on, let's be real, all right? They've showed the footages of the direct energy weapons when it went back into the Lahaina or the Maui fires. Okay, people have been doing videos on this. And ain't no way in hell they letting homeless people or illegal migrants up in goddamn Palisades, man. So the narratives keep constantly changing. And this guy, Gavin Newsom, which is the governor of California, he don't even seem like he's the least bit of concern about you people. Because they have what they call plans for a smart LA 2028. So I refuse to believe that so-called homeless people is the reason why a lot of these fires started talking about they saw somebody starting a fire out there. Get the hell out of here, man. You think one person can burn down a whole goddamn neighbor, damn near a third of a city? You're right, man. That's some. And on top of that, the fires are targeting homes. Okay, they're not destroying trees. They're not destroying garbage cans. They're not destroying curb. They're not destroying none of that stuff. But yet they're targeting homes. And also, I was looking at the video as well, and they mentioned that a lot of those smart meters from PG&E is catching fire. And what happens is with those smart meters, the fire ignites from inside the house. So it makes sense as to these smart. I'm not saying that it is the smart meters, but I believe they mentioned one particular suburb in Cali that caught fire, and they blamed it on the smart meters because they stated that you have what they called fuck, man, my memory is dog shit today. But it's something called let me look it up real quick, man. Let me do this, man, because I hate when I okay. Yep. It's called smart meters have lithium batteries, and when these batteries catch fire, they have what they call a thermal runaway, okay, which they will go from 140 degrees Fahrenheit to 6,000 degrees Fahrenheit in just a few seconds, which makes sense as to why them Teslas were catching fire the way that they were. Them batteries, man. Okay, so they mentioned that a lot of times when they put these smart meters inside the homes, they start to ignite and they get up to 6,000 degrees, which, you know, in many ways it make a lot of sense as to why these fires seem to target, okay, and spread in certain patterns. Not saying this is what happened out there in the Palisades, but they always blame this shit on our people, man. And they don't even realize they don't even come to the conclusion that you have Iranian nationals over here, you have fucking goddamn Hamitic nationals, you got Chinese nationals. Or why is everybody quiet on these people that come over here from the so-called Middle East and from Ukraine? You know, why they're so quick to blame shit on our people, even though we're not saying that these migrants are saints, because we know that they were set up for a nefarious purpose as well. But good goddamn well ain't no fucking illegal alien set no fire to no goddamn Palisades. And it's not that they're saying it definitively, but we see what they're going with the narrative. Because this is what Trump tweeted. It says, the actual irony, a homeowner consents to pay property taxes that will go to the fire department. It says the funds are diverted to illegal immigrants because LA is a sanctuary city. It says an illegal immigrant comes and set your house on fire and the fire department doesn't have the resources to put it out. How about you blame your own goddamn government? All right, because you have what they call direct energy weapons. And even The Simpsons showed this in an episode. I saw a video that the brother put up, maybe on TikTok somewhere floating around, if you brothers care to see it. But you know, The Simpsons is good for allegedly predicting things before they happen, which they don't really predict the damn thing. Okay, it's already written part of their script. It's part of their Communist Manifesto. But anyway, episode of The Simpsons showing how the direct energy weapons were being shot out of the sky, the lasers, man. And there's a new movie coming out, which is a sequel to the 2017 follow-up called Geostorm. There's a new Geostorm movie coming out this year, if you brothers want to look that up. And they showing you direct energy weapons on how they weaponize these weapons in outer space to control the weather or to throw it off natural disasters. But yet they weaponized it, man. So make it make sense. Just because you show fucking Julio with a goddamn trash can or a fire canister in his hand, he didn't trust me. Ain't no Mexican or anybody that look like a derelict getting within 300 feet of the Palisades, man. You can forget about those gated communities. Yeah, right. They'll lock your ass up, man. All right, but these stupid people, they eat that shit up because they need somebody to put the blame on. And like we said, they gonna blame Jake. Like, hey, going back into Nero, when they burnt down Rome or parts of Rome, and they blamed it on the Israelites. It's the same thing today. Okay, some way, somehow, some way, Jake is gonna be responsible for the collapse of the society. They're gonna be responsible for everything that goes wrong, and it never fails, man, because this is Esau's way of rolling on the tribes, man. Okay, but it says here, an illegal immigrant comes and sets fire to your house, and the fire department doesn't have the resources to put it out. The homeowner paid for their own destruction, and on top of that, the government is also inept that the insurance companies won't insure houses here anymore, so that the homeowner is left with nothing. So that should put 2 and 2 together. If insurance companies were packing up and leaving months in advance and wasn't decide to cover your fires insurance anymore, then that should tell you that something, that's an inside thing, man. All right, ain't no goddamn migrant coming over the border just to burn down a whole damn city. Okay, but I'm not saying that you don't have sleeper cells here either, because videos have come out that they've seen people setting fires. But if it was, it just wasn't some random ass migrant. Okay, you have all types of sleeper cells here in America that they indeed let across the border. Okay, you have ground to surface missiles, you have surface to air missiles that they've brought across. All the shit that they showed us coming across the border, they didn't even show us a third of what really came across. Air to surface missiles, all types of EMP weapons. They got all types of shit, man. They didn't basically walk the military right in the basement of America, man. You know? So I'm not buying it. But, you know, Esau's the devil. So what can we expect? So let's get a couple of precepts here. This is the book of Psalms 52. And I'm going to start at verses 2. It says, thy tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. Yeah, it's all lies, man. Okay, we know that Yahweh Shai's hand is in this, because the video came out that the chariots are in the midst of it, as the Lord said that, hey, the Most High worketh on the minds of the king, and he turneth whatsoever he will. Also, the Lord has set up these scriptures go also that the Most High gives his counsel charge over these particular events that go on in the world. So fire, you know, particular storms, even though Esau Edom is using particular technology to do these things, the Most High is still in charge of it, because he's using the angels to play on the mind of the elites, man. Okay, so don't be surprised if you do see chariots out there, because the Lord is involved, all right? But it says here, thy tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. It says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness, man. And like I said, yeah, they got to blame it on somebody, okay? First it was the wind. Then all of a sudden it was the governor. Everybody's blaming him. Now all of a sudden it's the smart meters. Now it's illegal immigrants. Like, get y'all story together. And these two demons right here, even though I do watch their show because they put out a lot of information, these people are fucking biased as hell. All right, and this stupid whore to the left, I think she's an Iscarite. You know, she's a so-called Hispanic. Well, she may be a Spaniard. I don't know, but she's supposed to be a so-called Hispanic, and yet she's dealing with this damn devil right here to the right, Clayton Morris, which they're insiders, man. All right, and this is why they always refer to the elites or the Rothschilds as the deep state. Motherfucker, just call them out who they are by name. Say the so-called Jews, say the Rothschilds, say the Rockefellers. Name the motherfuckers by name, man. But you can't do that because they're funding your goddamn show. You see? So they are set up to spread all this information, and all these stupid idiots in here that support this shit, that buys from their channel, they ain't doing nothing but putting your ass on a goddamn list so they can know who to come out. The same thing with Alex Jones. All right? Don't let these so-called doomsday forecasters fool you. They all are bought and paid for, man. Okay, at the end of the day, the only ones that speaking the truth about this is the prophets of the Most High. That's it. Okay, you got to give or take a few people out there that's speaking on what we speak on, but they're not inspired by the Holy Spirit. We are. So please, the hell with these people, man. You know, get the information for what it's good for and use it to feel the Holy Spirit to teach. But the hell with these people. They all getting ready to get they fucking just due. All right, because the Most High doesn't deal with falsehood, man. But it says, thy tongue devises mischiefs like a sharp razor working deceitfully. It says, thou lovest evil more than good, and lying rather than to speak righteousness. That's right. It says, thou lovest all devouring words, O thou deceitful tongue. Yeah, because it's all a lie. It's all different narratives, and that person, this person, or well, maybe the bird set a fire. Maybe a cat did it. You know, the smart meters, which the smart meters, in my opinion, makes a lot of sense because anything that's smart can be controlled. Okay, anything that's smart can be controlled, and it makes sense as to why these Teslas have been blowing up lately. You know, you end up fucking hitting a goddamn curve and a Tesla catches fire on your ass and you stuck in there. You see, and this is why by 2030 they want everything up and running to be smart. Smart electric car, smart heater, smart house, smartphone, smart your ass, you this, you know, smart gym shoes, smart PlayStation 5, you know, smart doorknob, all this shit, man. Smart refrigerator, everything is fucking smart now. And it all can be controlled, man. It's all controlled. They can tap into it and they can control it. They mentioned that one of the fires in a house, not this particular incident, but they mentioned that one house burned down, and they said that the guy from PG&E came while the fucking house was burning down and took the goddamn meter off the damn house, man. Because they know that them shits are setting on fire. And then they had to plead to 82 counts of manslaughter, man. But yet there's still a goddamn a company worth billions of dollars. You know, and the fire chief, he concluded that it was coming from the smart meters. That's exactly why the houses were burning from the inside, man. So that's wild. That's scary too. This is why they want to control everything. Psalm 64, and I'm gonna start at verses let's start at 2. It says, "Hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words." Yeah, lying on our people, you know, because we know Trump needs every excuse in his power to get these migrants out of here. And I don't care what nobody say. The whole migrant ploy was to bring order out of chaos. Okay, was to bring more confusion and division to Babylon. Also sleeper cells. Okay, certain attacks. And it was a green light to open up on our people. Because you think that they spent all that money to bring these people over here just to send them back. Trump don't plan on sending them back. He wants to kill them. That's the reason why he wants to set up deportation centers on the outsides and within the cities, and also at the borders. He wants to set up concentration camps because he wants to get their ass out of here. Okay, if you were so desperate on getting them out of here, you won't you won't put them in and process them in a FEMA camp just to send them. You would just grab them all up and take them to the border and let their ass go back at gunpoint. Say, if we catch you over here again, we're going to pop your top. But you want to put them in these damn concentration camps because you want the free work labor, okay, for creating your bombs and your artillery for World War III. And ultimately, you want to kill their ass. That's all that's about, man. So he ain't getting ready to do no deportation shit. The mass deportation ploy is to really a mass extermination. And that's what it's getting ready to come back to. And we've been telling you, Jakes, man, that it's going to come a time that they're going to start mass murdering our people in record numbers while you clowns are out here playing games, thinking the Lord is a joke. They getting ready to gear up, and they getting ready to put the hammer down to you Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, which are, in fact, the biblical Israelites, with the so-called black man being the tribe of Judah, the true Jews of the Bible. Okay? It says here that they may shoot in secret at the perfect. Suddenly they do shoot at him and fear not. And they encourage themselves in the evil matter, and they commune of laying snares privately, and they say, who shall see them, right? Because, hey, you got so many different narratives, and everybody's being pulled which way but the right way. And this is the reason why the prophets are out here, man, to declare these things. Because, you know, people are getting information, something like redacted. I'm not going to say everything they say is fugaziness, but a lot of the shit that they say, you got to kind of sweep through with a fine-tooth comb and find the ticks and pluck it out. But they say some things that's on point, but they're very biased as well, okay? And they don't like Jake, okay? They always blaming the illegals. But wait a minute, man. Who was over here before y'all got over here? Before you want to talk that illegal shit. But it says, they search out iniquities, they accomplish a diligent search, and both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. But Yahweh should shoot at them with an arrow, and suddenly they should be wounded, and they should make their own tongue to fall upon themselves, and all that see them should flee away, man. And this is the reason why you have so much division within these Edomite conglomerates, because there's a division. I mean, people are seeing shit for what it is, and people are not, they're being outed for it. While our people are playing games and acting like nothing is happening, hey, they getting ready to roll on you Jakes, man. All right, 2nd Esdras 16 And I'm going to start at 70. It says, for that should be in every place and in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. Hey, this can very well happen during the mass deportation process. Okay, because like I was saying, I think they made 2 more attempts on Trump's lives. And I said it. I said before he gets inaugurated, I said this. Anybody that watch my videos can vouch for this. I said before he gets inaugurated, I said there will be another attempt on his life. And allegedly there have been 2 more attempts, which me personally, I think is the elites sending a message like, look, if you don't play ball and you don't do what we need you to do to get this technocracy up and running, we're going to pop your ass, man. So in the midst of this, they still may kill him. Okay, because the elites are good for disposing their own. So, hey, look out for that. He may very well get this thing up and running and get everything up and going, and he may defect at the last minute, and he may die. Like, I can very well see Donald Trump getting put to death before his 4-year term is over with. And that's just going to spark all types of heat frenzy in Babylon, man. Okay, that's not off the table because they got to get shit popping. Trump goes down, then, hey, these Edomites, these devils, hey, they gonna go batshit crazy because they really believe that Trump is their savior. But if they pay attention to what he's saying, he's taking basically with the what is that the shit that Elon Musk was talking about, man. Trump is all for what Elon Musk is talking about, you know, with the tariffs and you know the funding the people and putting money back into the pockets of the rich. Trump is all about that shit, man. He's with the AI. He's with all that. You know, don't let all this free speech stuff fool you. He told you that Elon Musk was basically coming up with the ploy of free speech because basically that's a way to get people to drop their guard. Okay? Now all of a sudden this guy Zuckerberg is opting into free speech. What are the chances of that, right? But anyway, it says they should be like madman, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. And that's the Israelites. And it says, for they should waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall it be known who are my chosen, and they should be tried as gold in the fire. So anyway, brothers, man, this is a little quick lesson, giving out praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. Lord's will, you were edified. To the next lesson. Shalom.
Now, whether or not they're doing this, either criminals or homeless people or immigrants, whether they're doing this because they want to stay warm or because they're opportunists and they want to evacuate neighborhoods so that they can rob them, it almost doesn't matter. Michael Schellenberger has been pointing this out for a long time, that homeless people start fires in a place where there's a fire hazard, but California legislators won't admit it. They have a homeless population that they have allowed to explode, and that is a fire risk. Watch.
And instead of emptying the prisons and jails, subsidizing rampant homelessness, eliminating penalties for breaking the law, and allowing addicts, the mentally ill, and others to camp everywhere and start fires, Newsom and Bass should have cracked down on the rampant disorder and violent crime, all of which have skyrocketed under their misrule. It now appears that at least one of the fires was started by a homeless man. And whether or not that proves to be the case, over half of all fires put out by the LA Fire Department are started by the homeless, which has diverted the agency from doing what it should have been doing, which was to prevent catastrophic fires, including by putting them out as soon as they start.